A heart without a soul cannot beat. A heart that cannot beat turns to ice. The ice hides what once was, until the soul comes calling again to awaken what lies beneath the frost.
Last time on Imillon. Actually, no, I've done the last couple ones for Imillon. Someone else do it.
Done the last couple ones as in he started and gotten them completely wrong.
I have not. I got the fish one right.
I want to hear
No.
this.
Yes, I volunteer Jacob to lead us in this wonderful.
Oh no!
All right.
Oh no!
May
This one
he
actually
lead us
might
in
get
prayer.
Literally.
I feel like I'm leading Grace.
This is
Related something.
basically leading Grace, all right? Except the stakes are higher, all right? Because the DM here won't forgive you.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Okay, so last time on Imillon, we fought the saber-toothed tigers. Was that the last one?
Yup.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We fought the saber-toothed tigers and the people that were on the saber-toothed tigers, and then another one came up and was like, "Hell nah," and then he dipped. Did he dip? I forgot. Oh my god. I really have a terrible memory, don't I?
Yes, he dipped.
We did.
Yeah. Yes. There was dipping involved.
This
And-
physically hurts me.
Well, you know what? It was your decision, so you're.
It really
I
wasn't.
gotta
It was
live with
actually Colby and Yono's decision to have you recap.
it. Okay, well, I'm sure they're getting a kick out of it.
We use the electoral college here. My vote is worth more.
Oh man.
The swing state that is
so
Emma
there were the
Mays.
saber-tooth tiger fellas, and they came up to us and they were like, "Hey, yo, y'all gotta get shanked now," and we were like, "No," and then we killed them all, and that was the session.
Would anyone else like to try? He
There was
got
also a
most of it.
crystal.
There was
Yes.
a crystal. That's right. There were falling crystal bombs, and then I was like, "Oh, this will be funny if I blow it up." And then I blew it up, and then everyone got mad at me, and I was like, "Listen, bro. I knew
I
y'all
think
would shit with
the
it.
important detail
Y'all passed the vibe check."
I think the important detail is why they got mad at you for blowing it up.
Yeah, because I just said I blew it up, and then they got mad
Within
at me.
range of your party members.
That was implied.
No,
and
it
then they
wasn't.
got-
I think it's important to specify.
Okay, fine. I blew it up within range of some of the party members, and they
No,
were
it was
like,
basically everybody.
basically everybody is not everybody.
It was everybody minus yourself and Thicket, I think.
That's like half the team.
No, it's more than half. There's 5 of you, so it's more than 50%.
Okay. Okay, fine. Most of us. It was within range of most of us. And then and then everyone got mad at me and I was like, well listen, y'all passed the vibe check, so I don't know why you guys are mad. And that was the session. I know I did a great job. I accept every form of award, including but not limited to Purple Hearts.
Okay, so what
I love
else?
Purple Rain.
What else? What else happened? Please, somebody.
We went back to town.
Mm-hmm.
I think I tried to warn the lady, and she was like, "Oh yeah, like we have an agreement. Like they don't really hurt us." So
She didn't say
Yeah, that's
that they
fucking
have
weird.
an agreement. She said they have an understanding.
I
it's
understand
like
the
a more-
difference, but
Implied
Yes.
implied agreement, right? We're like,
Yeah.
hey, we stick here, we don't do anything. You stick over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So that
Don't
was weird.
me.
Yeah.
Did Thicket go to a? Was it Thicket or Wyatt who went to an altar of the sea god?
Wyatt went to the little shrine in the corner of the Anglers Guild, the shrine to Dav, patron of sailors.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Just heading back to the tavern last time we checked, right?
Yes, last time you were heading to the tavern in the first place. You've never been to this tavern before. So you've been referred to the Grass Bottle Inn.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm assuming you all are heading that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Excellent. So, yeah, it's it's getting kind of late. It's by the time you get to the actual Grass Bottle Inn, it's around 6:30 in the evening. So you arrive, and it seems to be fairly busy right now. It is the equivalent of Sunday, however, so it is a work night. It seems not everyone in the town is out and about, but there definitely is a good amount of the population here. Yeah, you enter in, and there's definitely a few spaces open at the bar, a few tables. Not a particularly huge establishment, but big enough.
Is it big enough for a thug to T-pose?
Well, on that note, I need some drinks.
All
Bastion's
right.
gonna follow Thicket in.
Okay. Lovely. So, Thicket and Bastion, you head on over to the bar. Bartender is a Solar Elf woman. Oh, lovely. What can I do for you?
We're looking for some rooms and some drinks.
Rooms? Alright, we've got a couple of rooms available. And drinks we definitely have available. What can I get for you?
Just take a beer.
I need something strong after that.
Alright. Alright, so are we looking for private rooms or just beds in the common suite?
Beds will do.
Alright. That'll be 1 silver for each of you. And for the you said you wanted a beer?
Yes.
That'll be alright, that'll be 3 copper. And what can I do for you, my good non-tan?
Oh, as I said, something strong. Just whatever you got. I'm in a lot of pain.
Alright, local poison it is. And
Local poison.
she pulls out a bottle of vodka from the well and just pours you a glass over ice.
From the well?
Yeah, the drinks well.
Ah.
Not like a literal wishing well.
No,
I was
it's
really
not,
hoping
no.
there was vodka in the groundwater.
No, the well, as in it is the in the quick access area of the bar.
I see.
That would unironically be the greatest well on Imillon.
There is unfortunately not a vodka well here.
As in, like, on
Here.
this continent, right?
As in this tavern. As in this inn.
So can Wyatt make as he overhears that, is he allowed to make perhaps like a check or call knowledge to see if that exists?
Sure.
I just want to torture our GM for a minute. A society check, would that work?
Sure.
Oh, that's a 23.
23? Yeah, you actually would know that there is in fact a tavern with a vodka well. It's sort of it's not a real well. It's more of a decoration than anything else.
Okay.
But yeah, newest Degcog. They have the largest distillery in the entirety of Salter, and they have a well in the center of their tap room that just sort of goes down to the actual distillery floor, so you can get fresh, strong ass vodka straight from the source.
Deep Salter lore, everyone.
Now
You're
let's see if I
welcome.
can remember that 8 to 12 months when you eventually get to newest Degcog.
You will not.
I will not,
Nor
however.
will we, so...
So yes, Thicket, you've got yourself a little glass of vodka on the rocks.
Yeah. Cheers to you. Oy.
I knock my beer against his, drink.
Wyatt and Thub, are you also acquiring beverages?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Sure.
We're actually, I think Thub is gonna have a flashback to the last time he drank too much, and he's just gonna say, you know what? I think I'm going to sit this one out.
You don't want to sleep through another Hermanthony encounter?
Nope, I don't want that. I want to sleep for another in-game week. Thank you.
How much is a bottle of that?
Bottle of the vodka?
Vodka, yeah.
For this one, I'd say 5 copper.
I hand 5 copper over.
Don't you have a fuck ton of rum, mate?
Yeah.
Oh yes, and for you, Mr. Nontan, that'll be 1 copper.
Oy, 1 copper. I pass him over the copper.
Excellent. And I will say, Thicket, as you take a sip, this is definitely not particularly high shelf stuff. You get quite a few vapors in the back of your throat. And it's a little rough going down, but you know it seems to definitely be strong, so it does the job.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
So Wyatt, you now have a bottle of this vodka,
All right.
which is approximately 10 drinks worth.
Okay. Whoa.
Thub, you're not drinking, and Morgrim is just going to ask Bastion to pay for a room and just glare at Thub and say, I'm just going to turn in early.
I pass over the coin.
Alrighty. Alrighty. I forgot the accent.
And Morgrim does just that and turns in early. So, yeah, y'all are here now in this tavern. Are you or in this inn? Not a tavern, it's an inn. Are you sitting at the bar, or are you moving to a table now that you have your drinks?
I'll go to a table.
Can't
Okay.
table this.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's table
so
it.
you find yourselves an empty table. You set on down. I'm gonna say I need Yono to pick a d20 for me. I feel like I haven't asked Yono to do this in a while. Yono, 1 through 14.
Go for a solid 3.
3, huh? MMAs, what do we think of 3?
It's been at least a month since we picked 3, so...
Any notes?
No notes on it.
Alright.
It'll
So-
be new. It's a fun adventure.
Something, as you sit down, something you'll definitely notice, Bastion, is that you have definitely got some eyes on you from the local Voffamelians.
Swaffamelians here.
Well, yeah, there's this Solar Elf that you were just talking to. There's hobgoblins, goblins, orcs.
So it seems racially motivated then?
You'd gather that for the most part, when people are staring at you, it tends to be because you're a Voffet, at least from the neck up.
Makes sense. I'm gonna make sure to pull off my gloves as I drink.
Confuse them even more.
A few of them just kind of you see a few of them kind of notice this and they're just like, what the fuck, and just go back to minding their own business. But you see a few, mostly hobgoblins, just staring at you even angrier.
Is anyone else sitting at my table?
Yeah, your party.
Yeah, Wyatt and the rest of it.
I'm gonna lift my beer glass in a mock toast to the hobgoblins who won't mind their own business.
Oh.
You see them sort of just grumble themselves and bury their noses in their drinks, but they do look up at you every once in a while.
Bitch. Okay.
So, y'all are around a table now. What do? What say?
I take 2 uses of the vodka.
Okay, Wyatt takes 2 shots of vodka in quick succession. Make a fortitude save.
Wow.
All right.
And trust me, I am accounting for you being an alcoholic.
Thank you. That's 20.
Yeah, you're feeling fine still.
Damn it. Even after 2 uses out of 10?
Like I said, I'm accounting for the fact that you're an alcoholic.
Oh, let's push a little forward. Let's go halfway.
Oh.
Three
Okay, so
more.
Wyatt's getting alcohol poisoning tonight. Okay. How about while Wyatt's taking the first 2, would someone like to speak?
So, what now?
Yeah.
We fought some tigers, I think, and you said there's a crystal from the sky.
Yes.
What is it with all the crystals, by the way? How many have we found at this point?
I don't know. I've got 2. Though these seem to be different kinds of crystal.
Aye, but I've got a crystal in me chest. Got crystals back home. And now we got crystals.
Back home?
Aye, the back in Crochel, you know, we just got some crystals under the hot springs, just, you know, natural mineral formations. But now we got crystals falling from the sky.
I will say,
Like
I don't know if Thub ever shared it, but Thub did notice that the explosive crystals appeared to be made of ice.
I did notice this. I thought it was something that everybody else noticed.
No,
I
you were the only
apologize for
one
not sharing this.
who really like was able to put two and two together on it.
I apologize for that then.
Is this something Thub would share now?
Yes, it is something that Thub would share. No,
Okay.
Thub would hear everybody else realize this and go, you know what? I'm going to stay out of this one. No, I'm going to share it.
Alright, so Thub has brought this into the conversation.
I don't know what that
The
means.
crystals
though.
were kind of made of ice. Weird enough. The ones that
One
go
would
boom.
think that would mean that somebody controlled ice, but I don't think anyone in their party was a spellcaster.
What about
You think it could have
guy,
been a
that big guy?
third party?
It could have been someone we didn't see. Around the, over the hill, around the corner.
It could have,
If this
but
is
why didn't they
someone's-
come to their buddy's aid when we were winning?
Perhaps this is true as well. We do not know. There is much
Could also
we do not
be
know.
that they're not related. If this is someone that can control ice, and the crystal fell from the sky, you don't suppose they're walking on the clouds, do you?
I've never heard of anything like that.
Thub looks up at the ceiling and goes, "Dear God, they've found a way."
No one actually looked up during the attack, did they?
No, you
I'm
did.
afraid I won't be much help in that regard.
No, I'm
You
pretty
had
sure.
Cranberry out.
Jesus.
Actually,
He was a bit preoccupied.
Fair enough.
if I remember correctly, during the attack, nobody looked up. But after the
I
attack,
did. Wyatt
yeah.
did look up, remember?
Did you? I
Yeah,
don't
he was like, he
remember.
looks up, and then you're like, you can't see anything. I was like, fuck.
Well, then there's your answer. You looked up
Yep.
and you couldn't see anything.
There we go. Wyatt looked up, did see anything.
Turns out there's something incredibly obvious there, and Wyatt just got a nat 1 on his perception.
And the funniest thing in Pathfinder, we never know because it's all behind
Yeah.
the screen.
It's my favorite part.
You
Yeah, I'm
missed
sure
out.
it is, you sick fuck.
Yeah, that's not surprising. Anyway. I don't think they would have done that to random fishermen. Which means we have something they want. Now, it could be this. I point at the Soul of Frost in Thicket's chest.
Mhm.
Have we considered making you wear a shirt so people can't see that?
I mean, you could. I'm not sure how long the shirt would last, though. I'm a bit of a furnace here.
Well, damn.
I will say to everyone else, Thicket radiates cold.
It's like an anti-campfire.
Why is Thicket radiating cold?
Maybe because he's got the fucking Soul of Frost in his chest.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, just like the
Yeah.
title.
Whoa!
I'm glad it took you 22 episodes to get that.
Oh, you know me.
So anyways. Wyatt, you were drinking more?
Yeah,
Okay, make a fortitude save.
here we go. Finally! 14.
14. Yeah, you're definitely feeling it now.
Okay,
You're not quite having fun with it, but you're definitely feeling it.
that's good enough for me. I'll cut myself down to 5 uses left of that out of 10.
No, that makes me realize I don't think I've had any sips of my alcohol yet.
No, you've been sipping it. He's been shooting.
Ah, I see. So I don't need to take any saves.
No.
Gotcha.
You also aren't an alcoholic, so you're allowed to fail your first save voluntarily. Which I'm saying at this point, Wyatt is not allowed to do. So, y'all are just sitting around the table here. Bastion, I will note your beer is it's pretty lightweight. Definitely some sort of a lager. Very much on the light side as far as beers go. Not quite piss water. It's like a small step above piss water.
Love that small step.
Yeah. Thub, your nothing is delicious.
Yummy, yummy.
Emma, what were you saying?
Is the boat meant to come tomorrow?
It is meant to come not tomorrow, but the following day. Yeah. So you have one more day of downtime.
Well, if we have that time, I have a general idea of what I want to spend it for.
Thicket.
What's that?
And then I gotta pray. AK, I need to retrade a feat.
Thicket, did your people ever have any connection to the saber-tooth hunters?
Cam, did my
society
people
check.
ever... What did you say?
Make a society check.
That thing I'm bad at.
Yeah.
13. I'm fucking oblivious.
You know,
To be fair,
you
I want to
definitely-
say
Yeah.
he is from a tribe out in the boonies, so it does make sense.
I mean, all of them are from the boonies compared to
I'm-
you because this
I'm
was
a
their
redneck.
land first.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry we stole it.
So
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Oh my fucking god.
Damn, it's thematic. So
And FYI, we are filming this Thanksgiving week. So.
Oh, and we're
Yes,
hunting a
sir.
bird!
Oh no!
so
Are we the bad guys?
so Thicket, what you would remember, you would definitely remember you would very definitely remember conversations about Sabretooth back in the day, I guess, for you. And you know, you never really paid too much attention because you were young and stupid, but you definitely remember them being mentioned by your parents and by other townsfolk, and you don't remember anything hostile necessarily. It always seems sort of like a neutral thing, but that might have also just been your people. Again,
Well,
too young and
they were-
stupid.
I'm afraid I don't remember a whole lot. But we never had any trouble with them in the past. They've mostly just kept to themselves.
At this point, into the inn walks Kelly, the leader of the Anglers Guild, who you rented your boats from. She goes over to the bar, gets herself a drink, sort of looks around, notices you, walks on over to your table. Good, just the folks I was looking to see. Mind if I join you for a minute?
Sit down.
Pull up a chair.
Great. And she sits down with her own vodka on the rocks. Alright, so I did a little thinking about the Sabretooth encounter that you told me about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, especially since you're not from around here. I don't know why they'd be so hostile, and they also typically don't really come this far. They don't typically come into our fishing grounds. They tend to fish downriver. But I think I might know someone who can give you the information you're looking for. If you're looking to investigate more.
Sure.
Since I'm assuming you're gonna be traveling downriver, further into their general territory. Probably wouldn't hurt to talk to Dr. Brankin.
Dr. Bronkin?
Yeah, he should be at his office in the morning.
Who is
I don't know where he is now, but yeah, he's the town doctor.
I see.
He knows. Well, he's got sort of an inside scoop on these saber-tooth folk. So yeah, I definitely feel like if anyone can answer your questions, it's probably him. Yeah, to my knowledge, ferry's supposed to still be here in a couple of days. Supposed to be here on Midless, so I guess come back fishing if you want to come back fishing, but I won't blame you after today's experience if you don't.
No, we'll probably stay in town, but I appreciate the tip.
Of course. Alright, well, I guess I'll leave now. And she gets up and leaves. Goes off and joins another table of folk who you'd assume are probably her friends. Among which are a couple of those hobgoblins who are staring at you, Bastion. And you see that they pretty much instantly start questioning Kelly.
Reasonable. Alright. Who's coming with me to the doctor tomorrow?
Oh, I should probably go.
Probably not a bad plan.
Go as well. I will go as well. Keep forgetting the accent.
Okay, so the three of you are going to the doctor while Wyatt goes and prays, I guess.
And retrains of feet. I'm sorry, guys.
Retrains of feet. Alright. Okay. So, what do you do with the rest of your evening?
That's a good question. I didn't spend my focus point, did I?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so no need to do that. Hang on, I'm gonna pull up the cheat sheet of downtime activities.
I'm gonna go find some place that I can go and practice my music and do my devotions.
Yeah, where would you look for that? Would you look for somewhere outside? Would you look for somewhere in the inn?
I'd probably look for somewhere indoors, not necessarily in the inn, but far enough away from thicket that it won't just sound like I'm a discordant cat wailing.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Well, the inn is kind of the only place open right now. You could head up to the stables and go hang out with Hetrick.
Sure, I'll go do that.
Alright, you go up and hang out with Hetrick, so Hetrick is not being left alone for once. All right. So yeah, you take a couple of minutes to trudge on up the road, and yeah, you make it to the stables where the snowmobile's parked. Hetrick is sitting inside. Hey, welcome back. How did your day go?
Complicated.
Aye, as it tends to be, it feels.
Aye, though I didn't expect the saber-tooth raiders to sick a bunch of fish on us.
Huh. That, you know what? That's very fair. I don't think anyone would quite expect that.
Yeah, we're gonna go talk to a doctor who might know something tomorrow.
That's a good idea. Always good to see a doctor no matter what. You never know what could be going on that you don't know of.
Suppose so.
So where's everyone else? Do they get eaten by fish or
No, they're at the tavern.
I see.
I wanted to do my devotions, but I'd rather the locals don't think that I'm tone deaf as well as strange.
You know, that's fair. That's very fair. Well, I won't mind if you want to do that here. I've got a little more work to do on the beastie. And he slaps the side of the snowmobile. All right, so Bastion, you're what are you doing? What is your music about?
She's gonna start by running through some stuff she's already written, and then she's gonna work on trying to condense the story of Gentique Lamatimo
Oh lord.
into something comprehensible, and it does not work. There's nothing comprehensible.
I will say, make a performance check for me. Why don't you?
Goddamn.
That is a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Wow.
You know, you make a surprisingly solid melody. You manage to, start putting some lyrics together that like actually kind of make some sense. But then it's almost like when you try to recall the details of your encounters with Gentique into words out loud, you just become completely tongue-tied. It's like the details are refusing to come out.
Yeah, that's only marginally horrifying.
So you're able to write them down, but yeah, you're not really able to sing them out loud. That being said, definitely seems like well, would you say this is more of a poppy tune, more of a sad tune? What's the general vibe?
I think the intended vibe is more of like a folk ballad.
All right. So yeah, Hetrick definitely seems somewhat entertained by it, even though you can't quite get the lyrics right. So, the rest of you, what are you doing? Are you just going to bed? Or are you doing something else before you go to bed?
I'm gonna vomit.
All right.
Oh god.
You do just that. You head on into the little restroom and you vomit in the piss bucket.
You know, I have a legitimate question here. I have a legitimate question.
Yeah.
If Thub were to go out on the street, right? Like just like he's walking home one day and oh god, he just can't hold it in anymore. and he vomits on just like the side of the road, would he be arrested?
You know, they
Asking
probably
the real questions.
They,
Yeah,
they-
you know,
I guess it depends on the context.
And also how much people know about Dracusin.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many people would know about it, but just like from a fundamental standpoint, because the part about public urination that's illegal, I feel, is the public exposure. So like without that, it's just kind of like, you know, for Thumb, it's just like, you know, he just kind of goes onto the sidewalk and just kind of like barfs.
I'm so glad that we're having these important legal discussions.
These are very important discussions, okay? This is about the interpretation of laws.
True.
You know, I feel like it definitely is on a case-by-case basis of who the guard is that is dealing with you.
So there's no standardized law for this? It's up to the discretion of the law enforcer?
Well, there are
in which
standardized...
case that feels ripe for abuse.
There are standardized laws. However, most people don't go to the bathroom by vomiting.
Well, here's a question.
So,
constitutionally, what are the rights of Dracusin within Selter?
There is no constitution.
Objection, Your Honor. Argumentative.
There is no.
I would like to hear this.
There is no constitution for Selter. There aren't really any standardized laws for the Selter colony.
So then is public urination in general just like kind of legal?
It's more that things are frowned upon, and then other things will get you thrown in jail. So public urination, it'll probably get you in a little bit of trouble, but you know, it depends.
Like, how do they know I'm urinating? For all they know, I'm just vomiting.
Well, exactly. That it's a little different for Dracusin because you don't urinate in the same way that people normally would. So, you know. And it's not like you've even got anything to expose, so they'd probably more just get mad at you for, rude. You know, vomiting. No, that's not even rude, that's just true. Dracusin don't have genitals. It's just a truth.
It's true. It'd be really funny if a cop, like, came up to me, and he was just like, all right, Mr. Thumb, and I was just like, no. And he's just like, what do you mean, no? He's like, not Mr. He's like, well, okay, then miss? And I go, no. They go, well, which are you? No.
Alright, stop playing around, Dracusin. Dracusin, you're under arrest for public urination. Get on the ground.
No.
So...
The phone gets shot 15 times by a police officer.
I'm not urinating, I'm just throwing up. There's no articles on that. Right?
I'm going to call SWAT teams to all of your homes.
What did I do?
Well, I wasn't referring to you. You weren't involved in this conversation.
What did I do?
Look, they were involved.
Colby,
they could have been involved. They could have stopped us, but they didn't. All right, they did not stop us, and that's the problem. All right?
Sorry for being proactive.
Yeah.
Sorry for party rocking.
Oh my god, I'm going to kill you all.
Remember 5th grade? Remember when you were a kid and there was anti-bullying stuff or whatever? And they're like, by the way, if you're a bystander and you see bullying happen, you don't do anything, you're basically bullying people.
Alright, give me a sec.
Right?
I need to roll some dice.
Oh, no.
Shit. No.
Oh, we fucked up, guys.
Yeah, that's 58 points of mental damage to all of you.
That's
I survived.
the exact amount of HP and stamina that I had. Actually, wait, no, I forgot our stamina got replenished.
So...
Joke's on you, I have 10 health left.
Oh, look at that, it critically hits. That's 116 mental damage to each of you.
I hate you.
So... you all go to bed.
Correct.
Yeah. Bastion, would you be staying in the inn in the room that you bought, or would you be sticking around with Hetrick?
I would stay in the room, and I'd offer to pay for a room for Hetrick if you wanted one.
No need. There's plenty watermen here.
See you in the morning then.
See you in the morning. Alright. So, you all hit the hay. And, yeah, it's since you're all in the sort of common area, you definitely do have to deal with a few snoring people. But other than that, it's a mostly peaceful night. Though, Bastion, you definitely are experiencing some internal conversations, as you tend to do.
Love it.
It very much seems that the hands and the fingernails are disagreeing right now on
Wait,
on
that's
the
a new and
logistics.
very specific issue.
They're disagreeing on the logistics of the music you were playing.
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah. The heart is surprisingly silent, though.
Good.
So, you all wake up the next morning. Bright and early. Around 8 in the morning. You can hear the hustle and bustle of town outside. So, let me go ahead and bring you here. So here's Wilckow. And there's a key in the bottom left for the landmarks that you can see marked there on the
Oh,
map.
thank you. I was going to ask.
Legend.
So, yeah, Hetrick is up at the municipal stables, and you are at the Grass Bottle Inn, which is point G over here. Which is right off of the town. I would say town square, but it's more of a town triangle. Yeah. So, Wyatt, I guess where are you going to do your thing?
Wherever there's space, I guess.
Okay. So just a random patch of snow?
Yeah, sure. Let's sit in the snow, looking at the Frost Coffee Farm. So it's very desolate, and he's gonna try and see what he gets out of this.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and make a religion check for me.
All right. It's a little cold, so he takes a little drinky winky before he starts. You know.
Oh yeah, as you tend to do.
as good clerics do, you know.
Yeah.
31.
31. You know, you definitely feel.
Wait, why? Oh, 18. Yeah, 18. Yeah.
You
sorry.
definitely feel connected to Sershin right now. Sort of taking in what little bit of life there is in this desolate landscape. It's pretty comforting, honestly. So remind me, which
Sorry, I
feat
called
were
you a
you? Which feat were you retraining?
I was retraining Radiant Infusion into Direct Channel, and I'm 3 out of 5 days in.
Cool. All right. So yeah, sorry. Continue with your conversation with Sershin.
That's it. That's
that's
the
it.
thing that comes to Wyatt's head. Sorry, I called you a bitch. Sorta. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You don't get any direct response, but you do continue to feel that sort of warmth.
You stop shivering in the cold, it means you're hypothermic. full tip.
You say that to yourself, and then you sort of like look down and you check your vitals and all that, and yeah, you're definitely not hypothermic. You just
Okay,
are
all right.
warm.
Sorry, I'm just fucking scared right now. All right.
So,
Are you gonna fucking talk to me or not?
you don't really get a verbal response. It's more just the feeling.
Wyatt's gonna try and meditate as best as he can in that case.
All right. Are there any like specific questions or anything you want to ask, Sir Sheen?
Oh shit! I forgot I could do that.
Yeah, I know you can do that. It's a
Yeah,
deity.
there's a deity. Oh god, it's actually involved. I can have fire come out of my hands and all that crap. Shit. Wyatt's just gonna ask. Oh yeah, that's actually a good question. He's gonna ask. He says, "Is this task that we have been granted even possible? Like, is it feasible for us right now?" He adds a few more swear words.
Of course. You as usual, you don't really get a direct verbal response, but you sort of look down at your hand and realize that you've sort of unconsciously taken one of your gloves off. And even though excuse me, even though the cold air is still whipping against your skin, and by all accounts it is below zero right now, you don't. It's almost as if your hand is just kept at a consistent, comfortable room temperature. Almost as if Sir Sheen is saying that she's protecting you.
I guess Wyatt just spends the rest of his day out in the field, right?
Sure. Yeah. And it is, since it is a Mornlas, you actually do see the workers out tending the frost coffee fields. Seems like they're mostly Nantan, actually, who are sort of tending this area. It looks like they have their own little houses out here. And yeah, it definitely appears to be a frost coffee farm. Just you watch as they sort of go through and they pull up they pull up some plants out of the snow, and you can just sort of see these tubers at the end of the plant itself, because there's sort of a blue-green root sticking out of the ground, or not root, stem sticking out of the ground. And as they pull one out, they chop the tuber off, throw that in a basket, and then they just plant the stem back down. So, the rest of you are heading over to the doctor, heading over to Dr. Bronkin. Over here, it's further away from the river, so you head on through a few alleyways, little side streets, until you find the sign that just, looks like pretty standard medical symbology, just scalpel, bandage, standard stuff. So you open the door, little bell rings as you do, and you hear a voice from somewhere you can't see. As you sort of step in, there's like a sort of a front desk, little area. The desk is covered in like papers and all that, so maybe it's not really a receptionist desk so much as it is a working desk. and you actually see a couple of little like sleep or not sleep medical beds, and you hear the voice from behind a curtain over behind the desk just shout out, "I will be with you in a minute." And you hear a couple more. You hear from behind the curtain just some grunts of pain. And a few moments later, the curtain rolls back, and an orc sort of steps out, rubbing his shoulder, as he sort of puts back on his his winter coat over his chainmail, which you would imagine is guards' chainmail, because it's quite similar to what the guards of Galenod wear. Just turns around. Thanks, Doc. I'll try not to get into too many more fights with Kelly. All right, I'll see you at the tavern tonight. And as the orc leaves, the curtain rolls back a little further, and out from behind it steps a saber-tooth man. Tall, as saber-tooth tend to be. Probably pushing 7 feet, similar to Thicket. And as the orc says that, he just is, still rubbing his hands, like sort of cleaning them, it seems. Oh yes, I will see you later. So,
Of course, you made him German.
my friends, what can I do for you?
We were told you might be able to help us out with information about the saber-tooth tribes in this area.
Yes, of course. That makes sense. Okay. All right. Well, he goes over and sits behind the desk, takes off the glasses that he was wearing, sort of rubs them on his coat. What would you like to know?
I'll look at all of my companions.
I don't know why, but like the face that I have for this guy in my head is just Medic from TF2. So I'm just imagining us all
exactly
talking
what
to
I was
Medic from
thinking.
TF2.
It's Medic TF2, but a cat.
Yeah, no, not even like I can't even imagine him as a cat. I'm just imagining him as a medic from TF2.
Meow.
Like we're all the party. I have the party in my head, and then I have us just talking to Medic from TF2, like it's some kind of weird crossover. Sponsor us, Valve.
So, no one says anything when I look at them? Am I explaining?
Do they ever? Does anyone ever actually respond when you ask them for something?
No, I just thought that maybe I would see if anybody else wanted to, take charge.
So, Cam, to answer your question, no, but also fuck you. Yeah, I don't really know what to say here.
Okay. As my lovely group of friends stands in absolute silence, I'll say, we were attacked by a band of hunters yesterday. They baited the fish into a feeding frenzy that nearly got us killed, and then we get to shore and they attacked directly.
Well, I can tell you pretty easily those were not hunters, then. That is a warband tactic. And I also don't know why hunters would ever be out this far. What did you say they used to bait the fish again? This was in the fishing area, I'm assuming.
Yes, it was a deer carcass, right? I look to my companions.
Aye, dear.
It definitely did appear to be a deer carcass. Deer carcass. That is very strange. I don't... Huh. Well, that would not have been from anywhere around here. So, you very definitely did not encounter hunting parties. That was a warband. How many did you say you were fighting?
Did we fight 2 or 3 and then we saw a 3rd or 4th?
You fought 2, both on tigers, and then you saw the 3rd one.
I relay that piece of information.
Huh. Very interesting. So that is have you had any other encounters with the saber-tooth?
Our snowmobile coming back into Galanod was ambushed. We didn't think it was targeted.
Alright. Interesting. And they didn't have tigers that first time?
No.
Alright. Very interesting. Well, that first one would have been a raiding party. Most likely.
They were after
Sorry.
soil that we had in the snowmobile.
Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. They could use that. The Galnod soil blend is very proprietary, to say the least. So it makes sense why they would want it. Did any of them survive your encounters there?
1. Maybe 2.
That might explain it a little bit. Normally they are not quite so vindictive as to send a warband out after someone so quickly, though. At this point, his eyes lock onto the Soul of Frost. But he quickly just sort of shakes it off. Alright, so I would say what you most likely encountered was a warband out for revenge. Perhaps you killed someone's brother or something. That's most likely what it is.
And why did the last one just watch us and leave?
Well, I don't know. That is somewhat confusing for me. It's to me that sort of reads as they were testing you. They thought they were able to use their ambush tactics to defeat you, and they were expecting that to be enough, but that was apparently not the case. Lucky for you. So, I suppose that was them sort of maybe acknowledging you, maybe sort of granting a mutual understanding of sorts, to sort of put themselves out there like that. It implies to me that they were most likely the leader of that warband. And they were sort of saying that they could, by putting themselves out there like that, they were saying that they were confident still, and that you may have defeated that force, but that they did not fear you.
Do you know of war parties like that using... Thub, how did you describe them?
I'm assuming you're asking this of Thub?
Yes.
Jacob.
Yeah, sorry, what was that?
Describe the ice crystals.
Describe the ice crystals. So
In
the ice
character,
crystals.
yes.
The ice crystals. I'm doing it in character. Shut the fuck up.
Who are you talking?
Sky. I'm doing it.
What happened to Fluff?
Anyways, don't worry about it. So the ice crystals. Yes, you understand this. You must understand. It falls from sky. Ice crystal falls from sky. I get closer look at it, and it has little rune on edges that look as though it is fusing ice crystal together. And then it go kaboom.
Alright, that that is interesting. Well, the best guess that I have is that they had some sort of a shaman making these crystals. They're not that kind of a weapon, explosive weapon, is not something I'm entirely unfamiliar with from my people. So typically they are used definitely as weapons of war, not even by war bands. They are typically used by proper armies when we have to pull together a real fighting force. So
How are
I
they
do not
deployed?
know.
Do you know?
Normally they are just thrown, to my knowledge. Sometimes they may use some sort of a catapult or a slingshot or some other method of propulsion. I've heard of them being used as arrowheads. But if they were being used as arrowheads, you would have almost definitely, seen the other part of the arrow.
Well, I appreciate your time.
Of course. And I suppose I will leave things with one last warning. These people, they can definitely be very dangerous. Don't underestimate them. They are mostly... how to put it? Functioning off rage at this point. There are not that many of them left, to my knowledge. No small part due to them, taking such a war path against people like you. So, be wary of them. Don't underestimate them and their abilities just because they are a little more primitive than your colonial selves. As they can still be extraordinarily dangerous.
We'll keep that in mind.
Whatever you did that brought this vendetta onto your heads, it's not likely something that will fade until they feel as though their vengeance has been sated. If this is, of course, a matter of vengeance.
You don't suppose it might have to do with the, I'm gonna tap the soul across my chest. This thing right here.
I can't especially say that I know what that is.
A piece of... Well, it's another ice crystal, I think. and it might be alive. It's called the Solar Frost, if you know what that is.
You see his eyes widen at the mention of this. I see.
With these folks using ice crystals, well, part of me thinks it might be related.
What did you say your name was?
Thicket of Crochet.
Now, Colby's character, I will note that you actually don't know your name. Funny enough. Sort of thinking on it, you don't think you've known your name since you woke up. That's weird.
My name is
Thicket. He's Thicket.
Huh? Thicket. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, my name's Thicket.
You're not entirely sure that that's correct, but
I'm going with it though.
You're going with it. So let me just
out of all,
let me
you
just
could,
go
you
ahead.
could, wait,
Let me just
you
go
could have
ahead.
chosen Raphael and Bruce Christo or Sons of Tequila. You went with Thicket. Seriously?
So if you look at Essence Stone 30 or Essence Stone 388,
Also, baller reference, Yono.
Thank you.
that is something that I am finally remembering to to actually use. So yes, you are now at least a little bit convinced that your name is Thicket.
This is an insane crystal. And I didn't figure. We haven't figured out the other part of that one, have we?
You have not.
Epic.
We still don't know what these fucking dragonflies around my head do we?
Let me look. I don't
forgot about
think you
those.
do. I think. Let's see. Oh. Huh. I think you probably would have. Excuse me. You probably would have come across both effects for this one, actually. Yeah. So this is the one that makes you terrified of your own reflection.
Yes, I remember that part.
But the dragonflies seem to make it so that healing magic is more effective against you, or not against you, but more effective on you. What was this attached to again?
This one was attached to what? I want to say the pipes. Was it attached to the pipes?
Might have been. I don't see pipes in your. Oh yeah, no, you do have pipes. Okay, so yeah, I'd say it's probably attached to your pipes then. No, it was on your sword.
Oh, I thought the first one was on my sword.
No, the first
The
one was
first
on
one
your
on my
crossbow.
loot?
The first one was on your crossbow, which actually, do you still have your crossbow even? The regular one?
No, I don't think I do.
We'll say you put it on your alchemical crossbow.
Okay.
Sword. Okay. So yeah, to your knowledge, that is what it does. So yes, Thicket, you are now somewhat convinced that this is your name.
Yeah, my name's Thicket.
Thicket, is it alright if I take a look at this solar frost?
Yeah.
Here, come over here. And he gestures to one of the sick beds.
I make my way over there.
Yeah, he sort of guides you down into the bed. Alright, so let's see here. And you all watch as he unfurls a full, like, medical surgical kit onto a little stand next to Thicket. And you watch as he pulls out a pair of very pointed-looking tweezers.
I wouldn't try and remove that if I were you.
You're trying to what?
I'm not trying to remove it. No, I'm simply trying
I think
to
we should
look.
remove it and see what happens.
I'm just trying to take a look.
I think we
And-
might all die if that happens.
And
I think we shouldn't take it out to see what happens.
so he sort of places one gloved hand, gently on your chest near the solar frost itself, sort of like right at the edge of the gem, takes the tweezers and says, "This might be a little uncomfortable, but it shouldn't be too bad." And he takes the tweezers, closes them, and then sort of puts them in between the crystal and the skin, and sort of lets them pull apart a little bit. It's definitely quite uncomfortable. Not painful, but very uncomfortable. Just a moment. I'm just
I feel
looking.
like you're digging inside of me.
A little bit. Let's see. That is very interesting indeed.
I'm very alert, and if he starts like actively trying to pull on it or anything, I will deck this doctor.
Yeah, he's not trying to like pull on it or anything. He sort of is. It looks like he's just examining where the crystal meets the skin itself. All right, and he takes the tweezers out. So, it is strange. The solar frost is not directly bound to your body. It seems as though there is some other crystal or something, almost like glass, that is sort of within your chest.
Thicket, now might be the moment for you know who.
Aye. So, there is more crystals in me chest, as I'm sure you can see. I'm going to summon Cranberry.
All right, you summon Cranberry, and the doctor just sort of backs up and hisses at it. That is what is that?
This is
Cranberry.
Cranberry.
Guardian of the Crucial.
Now, obviously, Thicket, you can't see this, but everyone else, you can see this absolutely wild look in the doctor's eyes as he stares at Cranberry, who at this moment is acting surprisingly neutral. This creature is bound to you.
Well, either that or I'm bound to him.
Right. And okay. Okay. I don't. Can you remove it from this place?
That would not be advisable, sir.
No, I mean put it away.
Oh yeah,
him?
alright, come on, back in.
Make a Cranberry lower check.
Oh, son of a bitch. 17.
17. You attempt to pull Cranberry back in, but your attempt is unsuccessful. As instead, Cranberry resists you.
Oi! Oi!
and is instead going to slide across the floor and over to within inches of the doctor's face. Going to lean down, because Cranberry is, of course, like... Cranberry is really tall.
Yeah.
Because how
He's a
tall
big
is
boy.
Thicket? Yeah, Thicket's 7 foot. Cranberry is like 9 feet tall. So Cranberry is like towering over this doctor right now.
That's not good.
And the doctor is sort of backed into a wall. And is very clearly in some form of distress. As
Boy, mate,
Cranberry
could
just kind
you
of...
Not kill the good doctor.
Hey, try not to. Come on, bud. What are you doing?
Cranberry gets down even closer. Raises one of his hands up towards the doctor's face. One of the cold hands. And gently puts one of the doctor's ears between his fingers. You can see the fur on the ear start to sharpen, crystallize, freeze, and then melt almost just as quickly. Cranberry removes his hand. And then is going to bend down almost as if on one knee. Is going to grab the doctor's wrist in one of his hands, one of his cold hands, the wrist of the hand holding the tweezers, and is going to guide the tweezers towards the soul of frost, which is now in Cranberry's forehead, of course. The doctor sort of looks past Cranberry at all of you as if asking what to do.
Does he want it out?
What was that?
Does he want it out? I'm asking Thicket.
Wait. That the soul of frost, you mean?
Yeah?
No. I mean the safest place for it is with us and with Cranberry. He's a natural
Cranberry
defender.
Cranberry looks at you, Thicket. And you make a Cranberry lore check.
Ooh. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. In your mind, you hear just the word patience.
I think we should
As-
just wait.
As Cranberry guides the hand further towards the soul of frost. And unless any of you want to try to stop this, the hand or the tweezers are going to touch the edge of the crystal, and Cranberry is going to allow them to open as they had done with Thicket's skin. And Thicket, you can you can feel it's not discomfort, it's release, almost. It's almost as if this pressure is being released from, like, your sinuses.
I think he's trying to take it out, Thicket.
This cold energy sort of gets released from around the soul. And Thicket, you can just sort of feel Cranberry relaxing. And the rest of you can even sort of see it's as if Cranberry's shoulders fall a bit, as though he's just become less tense.
All right, Cranberry.
And he removes the tweezers and goes back into Thicket's chest.
What? You're not gonna... I thought he was gonna take it out.
You hear a different voice in your mind. Release. You must release.
I'm getting a lot of mixed signals.
Yeah?
I will note, Thicket, that you would remember Chief Bravewalker telling you about how the Soul of Frost should be able to grant you abilities. Should be able to grant you access to power. And you think about how whenever you kill things, it's as if they become drawn into the Soul of Frost in some respect.
See. So, if I wanted to listen to the voice that said release, how would I do that?
You'd have to try to release.
I'm gonna try to release,
You're gonna try to
whatever that
release?
means.
Okay. So
Maybe not. Maybe not in the crowded building. I feel like I'm about to explode.
So, Thicket, you try to release, and you do actually release. Mark off that you've used 2 souls
Okay.
of the ones that you've of your kills. So you've used 2 of your kills. You should be keeping track of your kills, and treat those as a resource.
Gotcha.
As you attempt to release, and this burst of chill wind releases from the Soul of Frost and sort of spins around the room. I need everyone to make a reflex save.
Uh-oh. I apologize.
What have you done?
It's an 18.
I'm drawing a die. Give me 1 second. Okay, that is a 25.
18, 25. Okay, and the doctor gets a nat 20. Okay, and that is against Thicket's spell DC.
Yes, which is, I want to say 21. Hang on. Would that just be my class DC?
It's your spell DC, which is the same as your class DC, I think.
Okay. Then 21 it would be.
Okay. So in that case, Bastion fails, Thub succeeds, Doctor succeeds.
Yeah, it's 21.
Okay. So, everyone in the area, you're hit by this wave of cold. Bastion, you take 7 points of cold damage. Thub, you take 3. The doctor also takes 3. And this layer of ice forms across the floor, making the ground quite slippery.
I am sorry, I'm sorry. What do I do? What do I do?
The
I
wind
don't know. What did you
stops.
do?
I don't know what I did. I felt like I had to release, and so I released.
Right.
I think I'm understanding, perhaps, what the warband was doing out here.
Oh. And what would that be?
They wanted that.
Well, that's what I was afraid of. I was just hoping we'd killed somebody's brother.
You may have done that, but that may have only compounded.
Oh, of course.
I don't even know how they know about it. You were a popsicle when we fought them.
Yeah, they saw him freeze.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
So, I apologize that the formatting of this table is broken, but I'm gonna put sort of the information of what the Soul of Frost can do at this moment into its item description. So you now should be able to see what you can do with it. You just used Call of Frost. So,
Oh yeah, magic item.
yeah.
It's definitely not cursed at all.
So, yeah, you now know what the Soul of Frost does, and I will note that while Cranberry is out, that means Cranberry is the bearer, not you. So Cranberry is technically the one in control, and that means that Cranberry might choose to release on his own,
That's frightening.
and might not always
Yeah,
do what you
after-
ask.
His murderous, experiment, that feels scary. Well, sorry about that, Doc.
Yeah, I apologize. I have no idea what's going on.
It is all right, I suppose. I don't really know what to say or do about this. Yeah, I don't think I have anything. I'm sorry, I don't think there is anything I can do to help here.
That's all right. We'll get out of your hair.
Yeah. Do you need any copper pieces or any compensation?
No, I think this is all fine. Just if you need medical attention, come back. Or if you have any more questions, come back. But don't do so in such a rush.
Sure thing, pal.
Alright. So, you leave. Thub, I want you to make a reflex save, please. Three, two, one. All right, Thub critically fails his reflex save and falls flat on his face, breaking
I'm
his
sorry, I
nose.
was muted. Fuck.
Roll a reflex save.
22.
22. Yeah, this ice is real slippery.
Shut
And yeah, you almost slip and fall, but you don't. So y'all head out. Yeah, it's only been around an hour. What do y'all want to do with the rest of your day?
I'm gonna go and try and get more training on how to drive the snowmobile.
Okay. Sebastian's going to drive the snowmobile. Thub, what are you doing?
Thub is just gonna go out, like right out over here somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just gonna do push-ups all day.
Okay, Thub is just going to do push-ups all day. Thicket, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna try to meditate on whatever the fuck happened there.
All right. So, we'll start out with, why don't you make an athletics check for me?
Sure thing. Here we go. Athletics check. That is a 27.
27. Oh yeah, you're doing push-ups for 8 straight hours. Congratulations. Yeah, you don't even break a sweat because you don't sweat. You're a reptile.
And then I come back into town and I use that as a flex. I did push-ups all day and that didn't even break a sweat. Aren't you a reptile? Can you even sweat? Shut up.
Yeah, you get all the local tavern ladies are on your arm.
Oh yeah, because that's so useful for me.
Yeah, and the tavern gents, of course.
Great.
Bastion.
Thub just has a tavern harem when I come
Yeah.
back.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Nobody's
I mean, look at those.
thick as
No.
guys.
I literally have them on my arm. She walks in and I'm T-posing with like 5 people on each arm hanging from them.
5 people on each arm, 5 people on your tail.
They're holding on to me like children on a statue.
So anyways, Bastion, you're attempting to learn how to pilot the snowmobile. So yeah, you spend 8 hours learning that. You're definitely starting to get more of the hang of it, as, you know, Hetrick just has you sort of go out and around. But you can't really do too much because there's nobody to help pilot, or to like
Makes
help
sense.
pedal. So you're mostly just learning the ins and outs of like what all the levers and pulleys do. Hetrick teaches you a little bit of basic like mechanical maintenance. Thicket, you head out to do your meditating, and yeah, what do you exactly do for your meditation here?
So, I'm gonna go out into the snow where it's just calm, peaceful, and just gonna sit down and try to meditate on the Solar Frost and on Cranberry, because I get the feeling he knows a bit more than he's letting on. So I'm gonna see if I can get any more information about that.
Go ahead and make a Cranberry lore check.
That is a... Jesus Christ, a nat 1.
Oh wow.
I think I've
All right.
succeeded maybe one Cranberry lore check.
Yeah, you don't succeed very often with these. So yeah, you're not getting anything out of Cranberry right now. Cranberry's just staying dead silent in your head.
Come on. Anything?
Absolutely nothing.
All right, then. Keep your secrets. I guess, would I be able to ask Cranberry any other questions?
You can try, but who knows if you're gonna get a response.
Gotcha. Well, then my next question is, does he have any recollection of what happened to Crochel?
You get no response. This almost deafening silence in your mind.
That's a welcome change. Well, I suppose I give up on meditation for now. If he's giving me the silent treatment. I guess, is there anything that I can, like, intuit about the Soul of Frost? Like that I can feel in my soul?
Well, you definitely can feel, obviously, that it is extremely powerful. You can also feel that what you just did in the doctor's office barely scratched the surface of its power, of what it can grant you. And you sort of get the feeling that by not releasing, at least every once in a while, it seems to be causing Cranberry some distress. So you sort of get the feeling that, yeah, if you don't use it for too long a period of time, then Cranberry is probably just going to start doing it on his own.
See. I'll have to be on top of that then.
All right.
Okay. I believe that's all I can do here.
All right. So your days pass you by, and yeah. What do y'all do as turns to evening? You all head back to the inn to see Thub and their tavern harem.
I suppose so.
What is that smell? Oh.
That smell is actually Wyatt.
Oi, go take a bath.
Yeah, I've been sitting out in the snow past day. No bathroom breaks.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was having a religious epiphany, you know.
Begone,
You're
devil.
that close. You're that close to your deity. You can stop for nothing.
So this is one of those moments where I feel like Bastion is really wishing she had prestidigitation right about now.
Yeah.
Wyatt cleans himself off and snaps his fingers to cast presentation on himself.
Do you have prestidigitation?
I do.
Yeah, you clean yourself off instantly.
It's such a helpful RP spell.
It really is. Alright, so... Yeah. Thub is surrounded by people admiring their rippling scales and muscles. I guess.
That is in fact what I'm doing. I'm just
Nice.
like standing in the. I'm basking in it at this point. I'm just in the middle of the bar,
yeah.
just like flexing.
Thub
Of
always
course.
this muscular.
Oh yeah, Thub is. I guess you never really noticed it until this moment, but like, Thub's a pretty muscly individual. Not like
Huh.
absolutely built, but like, pretty broad shoulders. They're
For my species, it's probably average, but for just like going around, it probably looks a little bit more built
yeah.
than the average person.
Yeah, definitely more well put together than the average person.
Bastion is haunted by this.
As she is with everything else that Thumb does.
Now, I will say, though Thub might be surrounded by all of these people, Thub is absolutely scared shitless to talk to any of them because Thub can't talk to women.
Yes.
True.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Thub, that's
that a
why he's
canon?
flexing. So that's why he keeps flexing, is because he knows that if he stops, he's gonna have to talk to somebody, and he really doesn't want to. So he's just hoping that they like tire out and go away before he gets tired.
Oh, he's getting tuckered out.
But yeah, Wyatt, this is the first time that you really sort of processed their muscles, their musculature.
Do I
Wyatt's
notice
good.
Wyatt looking at Thub?
How stealthy is Wyatt trying to be?
I think you catch like the first 25 seconds, and you're like, oh wait, I shouldn't be doing this.
Oh, by
Please get a room.
Look at that posterior.
It's amazingly large. How is it so large?
You want to touch it, don't you?
I'm going back to Galanod. Thank you. You folks have fun killing that bird.
Oh, hun, this is my shit. All the girls shake your butts like this.
So anyways, gorgeous Freeman references aside, yeah, what do y'all do as you've reconvened here?
That's a good question. What do we do?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you.
Well, we've reconvened. What time is it?
It's like 5:15.
What time does the ferry come in the morning?
You don't know. Probably relatively early.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try and find out what that timing is, like, with some specificity.
Yeah, we'd probably need that.
Alright, it comes at 8 in the morning, approximately.
Excellent, thank you.
It's like a train, it never actually arrives on time, but... Alright, so I guess y'all go to bed.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
About to go to bed.
Does this count as a full day of downtime so that we can heal?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, sweet. I'm already at full health.
Also, you're not fatigued anymore at this point, Bastion.
Oh, awesome. And one of my essence stones does a thing that lets me heal a little more. An additional 4 hit
Yes.
points.
Yes, so you get an additional 4 hit points.
Look at me go.
Look at that. So. Yeah. I guess if y'all don't have anything that you want to do before going to bed, then you go to bed at 5 p.m.
I mean, I imagine we would have dinner and chill.
Yeah, no,
but,
have a little bit to eat.
Yeah, of course. And Bastion, you're just struggling the whole time to choke food down.
Of course.
Because it's, not Bravo's brew slow-cooked beef.
Of course.
Yeah. But
What a
you
horrible
manage
existence.
it. Yeah. It really... To yearn for alchemical beef. It's just...
Calling it all chemical beef is unpleasant.
Alchemical beef.
That's basically what a Beyond Burger is.
Microplastics.
Yeah, and Bastion, as you get to the bottom of your plate, it's a metal plate, so it's all shiny, and you're absolutely scared shitless by your own reflection. Make a will save as you instinctively almost whip the plate at the wall.
Love that for me.
Yeah.
Ha! Not one.
You just
Ole!
instinctively whip the plate at not at the wall, but at Thub's head. Make an attack roll.
Like an unarmed attack?
Sure. I'll account for it being improvised.
21.
21. Yeah, 20. So it just barely misses Thub. Thub, you just look up just in time to see, whoop, that's a plate flying at my face. You duck to the side, and the plate flies off into one of the hobgoblins at the table across from you. And at this point, everyone in the inn just stops and looks at you.
Sorry.
Did you just throw this fucking plate at me?
No, I threw this plate at them, and I point it at Thub.
The hobgoblin stands up, holding the plate, sort of takes their napkin and wipes off the food that was still on the plate that is now on their face, throws the napkin down onto the table, stomps on over as the other hobgoblins and orcs at their table stand up and follow. He slams the plate down onto the table.
You're trying to tell me that you weren't aiming for me, and yet you hit me square in the nose.
Legitimately, yes.
What do we think, boys? This is just a Voffet trying to finish the job. Hegemony spy, maybe?
Not much of a Voffet anymore.
He certainly looked like one to me.
I'm gonna flip him off.
Sleep with one eye open.
And he leaves. Like the inn outright.
Wyatt turns to Bastion. So, you want him to go get a fish?
Do I want him to go get a fish?
Yeah, go fishing.
I don't think I'd like to go fishing with that gentleman.
Well, more of a solo fishing adventure.
I don't care whether he fishes or not, Wyatt.
Wyatt Wyatt's gonna
I'm
take
more
that as a yes.
concerned that he's going to go and
And
kill
not
me
the-
in my sleep.
Not the right. Wyatt's gonna take that as a yes. And in the City of Ships, that means, like, if he's given the chance, like, that man, they're gonna dredge his body up from the river.
So if you ask someone to go fishing in the City of Ships,
Yeah, if you're a crime family and you're like, oh, that kind of fishing, and you're like, yeah, that kind of fishing, solo fishing adventure, you're like, ah, okay. Have a good fishing trip.
That just sounds unpleasant.
Well, he's not saying this in character, he's saying that in character.
So, yeah, that is now an experience you've had. The rest of the tavern goers slowly go back to their meals. Yeah, so would you be staying in the inn again tonight?
I would probably go over to the snowmobile, make sure I'm not being followed, and then sleep there.
Is anyone else going to the snowmobile with Bastion, or are you all staying at the inn?
I will go in the snowmobile. Snowmobile.
Snowmobile?
Good Lord. The snowmobile.
Shinobil. I'm staying at the end.
Okay. So, yeah, -1 silver to anyone who's staying at the inn.
Oh,
Ha!
that's so much money. I guess not much, but silver.
So,
Silver is worth its weight in gold.
God damn it.
I don't think
No,
that's true.
it's not.
It's not true.
I hate you so much, Colby.
I like fun currency facts.
Is that actually true, though?
No.
No,
I don't think so.
if silver was worth its weight in gold, it would be worth the same as gold.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? What
I think
happened?
silver is worth its weight in silver.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Bastion and Thub, you head over to the snowmobile. And, yeah. So, Thub, you're just sort of la-di-da, hanging around. Bastion, you're still on edge. And you definitely are, you're noticing every shadow, every form in the darkness.
That's exciting.
At least as far as your low light vision will allow under this pale moonlight. As it is quite pale, both moons are in crescent right now. So, but you don't have any direct encounters or altercations on your way. And you arrive at the stables, where Hetrick is very glad to have company. Yeah. So, y'all take your rest once again, and awaken bright and early at around 6 the next morning.
Well, my throat hasn't been slit. That's an upside.
As far as you're aware, yeah.
Upgrades, people.
Upgrades.
So, yeah, I guess at this point, since you know the ferry should be coming in just a few hours, is there anything else you want to do in town?
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I'm all set, really.
All right. Wyatt or Thub, anything you want to do? Anything you want to buy?
I think I'm all set. Personally,
Something to buy out here, is there?
Well, there's a small market. They've got basic.
What's
I'm
the
pretty much
what's,
basic
I got
stuff.
some stuff to buy out here.
what's the shit?
What's the shit?
No, I can't think of the right word. Is there a local specialty around here?
Fish.
Fish. Damn. I assume it's frozen because the moment they pull it out of the river, it just freezes.
Yeah, they keep it cold. They keep it on ice, or on snow rather.
Let's put it on the ground, right?
They've got little stalls.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I thought there'd be something fun, like Wilckow Frost coffee, but I guess it doesn't exist.
I mean, they do have Wilckow Frost coffee here too. They do grow it.
Yeah, I imagine they do. Okay.
But their specialty. This is a fishing town, so
Yeah.
their specialty is fish. But...
Disappointed. All right. Very disappointed in this place.
So, in that case, yeah, you navigate the snowmobile over to the dock at the Anglers Guild, and yeah, let me just pull up my notes real quick. Okay. All right. So, yeah, if y'all want to buy ferry tickets, it'll be 1 silver per individual to get to the river port. And then, well, it is a long journey. This is a multiple day journey. You're basically paying $100 for a 3-day train ride.
Fair enough.
That's actually a damn good deal. Oh my
yeah,
god.
I was gonna say that's a pretty damn good deal.
We're not getting robbed. We're robbing this ferry company right now, guys. We're actually we're legitimately robbing them.
I will say though, they do request for your vehicle. They do request a fee of 2 gold for the vehicle itself.
I'll put up 1 gold.
I'll put up another gold and my fare as well.
Okay.
How much is the fare again in silver?
It was 2 silver.
2 silver, 2. Okay. So I paid half off the thing. I paid off my one. So I guess we're good on the good on the ferry, right?
Yeah, and Morgrim is of course with all of you at this point, waiting for the ferry.
We forgot about her.
I'm just passing over the money because otherwise we'll
Yeah.
just be handing cash to
How
everyone
many
in
people?
town.
Wait, how many people are going on this ferry right now?
It's probably around, including you, probably close to maybe 20 at most that are waiting here. You can't necessarily say if all of them are getting on the ferry. But yeah, there's a good amount of people here.
Okay.
And yeah, you wait around for a couple more hours, and yeah, the ferry definitely, it is late by a little under half an hour, so around 8:30 in the morning, the ferry does arrive, and it's definitely, I don't know what any of you were expecting from it necessarily, but it basically is a set of 3 large, like 35 by 60 like rafts.
Like a barge.
Basically it's three of these, yeah, basically barges, that are seemingly connected together, as each barge has a pair of crystals sort of embedded in fixtures on each corner. And there appear to be larger ones at the front and back. And the crystals themselves have lightning arcing between them. And it looks almost like they're acting as couplings. And the larger crystals are sort of built into engines, kind of like the magical engines that you saw on some of the fishing vessels. The ferry itself pulls up to the dock, and there's a couple of people on it, some vehicles with cargo and all that, little caravans, which dismount, disembark, and make on their way. There appears, as everyone gets off, as this is sort of the last stop on the journey, there appear to be only 3 crew members here. You see a Vivoratus, one of the robot people from Vafmel. You see a woman who, at first glance, is a solar elf with horns, and then you sort of realize that her skin has almost a green tint to it, and you realize that she might be a Hellite, meaning that she's got connection to Hellas, the world Hellas.
So she's from outer space,
aka Hell. So she's basically half devil or fiend of some kind. And you also see another solar elf. This one does not appear to be a Hellite, but he stands tall. He's got long hair, scar under one eye, and he's the one who takes your tickets from you. Takes a look at him. All right, just going to the riverport, I see. All right. Very talkative bunch, I can tell. Right,
I'm sorry, you caught us off guard, all right? You just jumped at us.
If you want to bring your vehicle onto the final barge over there in the back, then that would be the best place for it. I believe you're the only vehicle on this. Oh, nope, never mind. We've got a caravan over there. And you look back and see there's a very large covered wagon that is being brought along as well. All right, then. Welcome aboard. We'll be leaving in around an hour once we've had some time to step on land.
Right then.
Make yourselves comfortable. It's going to be a long journey, so I hope you've brought bedding for yourselves. He's at this point addressing all the passengers who have stepped on. And, yes, I hope that if you've not brought provisions for yourself, then you've at the very least brought fishing equipment to get yourself provisions. It's been fairly calm waters on our way over here, and we expect this journey to be a little bit faster as we'll be going down current. I would estimate that easily within our standard 3-day timeline, we will be able to arrive at the riverport, and you will all be able to disembark if you so choose. The Yask have been behaving recently. Haven't had too many troubles with them. Nor have we had any run-ins with saber-tooth raiders or any other unpleasantness. But if we do, then worry not. Myself and my fellow crew members are perfectly capable of defending all of you. So, that being said, get yourselves settled, and we shall disembark shortly. So, as you all get yourselves settled in the ferry, that is where we're going to leave tonight's session.
Ooh.
Okay.
Love
So,
that for us.
Alright.
Wyatt, how are you feeling?
Oh, he had a calm day, and it's hopefully going to be a calm journey. And it's very rare he's calm, so he's feeling calm.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Colby, how are you feeling? Or
We
not
are
Colby, how are you feeling?
100% crashing that fucking boat. It's not making it to the riverport. Not a chance in hell.
I will note that once again, Thicket did have to be reminded of his name this morning.
Yes.
As that is something that occurs every single day. Bastion, how are you feeling?
Not thrilled that the saber-tooth people appear to be hunting us. Like at all.
Fair. Thub, how are you feeling?
Thub kind of perks up for a second, looks up at the sky and says, "I'm doing okay. How are you?"
I fucking hate you.
My God, it's God.
So how are we all feeling as players?
Pretty good. Kind of terrified of the power up that I got.
That's fair. Did you look at what all the things are that you have access to now?
I did. Looks pretty cool.
Some pretty neat stuff there. I'm pretty excited to see what happens now with the Soul of Frost. With all that, now that you've got access to your powers. Or at the very least, Cranberry has access to your powers.
And that is scary.
Yeah.
We want to give a special shout out to our first member on Buy Me a Coffee, Jane Meyer. Thank you so much for your support, Jane. It really means the world.